Hello and welcome to this first lecture on governance, ethics, and change management in this course, AI for Data-Driven Management Excellence. In this particular section, we will talk to you about how can you use AI for governance, ethics, and change management related to AI itself. And we will begin by taking a look at how can you implement clear policies for AI usage. So, how do you think you can implement clear policies for AI usage? Any thoughts? Anything that you know you'd like to note down and compare your notes with what I'm going to tell you? Implement clear policies for AI usage is essential to ensure AI is ethical, legal, safe, and aligned with organization goals. Whether you are just starting or scaling AI use, these policies act as governance framework to guide responsible innovation. Now, what are the various steps that you need to take to use AI itself to implement and enforce these AI usage policies? Let us take a look at that. So, first thing would be to define the scope of the AI usage in the organization. And for that, what you need to do is to use AI tools to map all AI tools in use with auto discovery softwares like Microsoft Purview, Collibra. Analyze the usage patterns across teams with AI powered telemetry like M365 usage analytics, Power BI, and use NLP to scan internal tools, Slack, and emails for signs of shadow AI or unauthorized usage. So that's what you need to do in defining the scope of AI usage for your organization. Then you draft a responsible AI policy with the help from AI. And for that, what you can do is to use generative AI tools to assist in policy drafting. And an example prompt for ChatGPT of Copilot could be draft a internal AI acceptable use policy based on NIST or EU AI Act principles. Or you could say summarize the risk of Gen AI tools in marketing and suggest guidelines. Or you could say create a comparison table between high risk and low risk AI use cases. And make sure that your policy includes these things. There is a section on purpose where you explain why the policy exists, what are the values it is aligned with. Then you need to define the scope of the policy with teams, tools, and data that it applies to. Then you need to give the definition. What counts as AI, ML, Gen AI, LLMs, etc., etc. Important for definitions. Then the permitted uses. What is allowed and under what condition? Prohibited uses. What is banned, like scraping, fake content. The approval process. How to vet and register new AI tools. Ethics and fairness. Commitment to bias detection, transparency. You need to have a section on compliance where you talk about how it aligns with GDPR, HIPAA, EU AI Act, etc. And a section on monitoring where you talk about how usage is tracked and reviewed. And finally, an incident response where you specify what to do if an AI goes wrong or leaks data. So, like this, you need to draft a responsible AI policy with the help from AI. Then you use AI to ensure AI policy, enforce AI policy, and there are AI powered monitoring tools you can use for this purpose. What are these tools? Let us take a look at them. So you could use Microsoft Purview. It can monitor sensitive data used in AI tools. You can use Gmail and M365 AI DLP to detect prompt injection, export of sensitive content. And you could use AI governance platforms like Credo AI, Arthur, Fiddler AI to track model behavior, bias, and drift and compliance. And you can use Sign plus AI, Splunk, and Sentinel to flag unusual access to AI tools or export. So like this, you can use AI to enforce your AI policy. Then you can need to automate AI policy workflows. Use AI enhanced automation to ensure compliance. Use Power Automate uh, plus AI Builder to auto check if AI tools were registered before being used. Use chatbots like GPT plus VectorDB to answer employee questions about what AI use is permitted. And trigger workflows when employees use tools like ChatGPT, BART, or Copilot with sensitive data. As an example, if an employee uploads PII to a LLM web tool, auto alerts compliance plus remind them of the policy should happen, right? So that's how you can automate AI policy workflow. Then you train and certify employees with AI tools. Use AI to auto-generate personalized AI policy training modules by roles and generate role-specific quizzes to validate understanding. Summarize your AI policy into plain language with natural language generation like Quillo Narrato and create adaptive training in tools like Viva Learning, Docebo plus AI. So that's how you can train and certify employees with AI tools. Now, you also need to have a AI use risk scoring framework. Now, let's classify AI use cases into risk tiers. And what are these risk tiers? You could have a low risk level. An example of using ChatGPT to draft an email. And question is, do you need an AI review? Not really. Then you can have a medium risk level. And the example of that is using AI for customer segmentation, and a light review may be required there. And a higher risk level use case could be AI for hiring, pricing, credit scoring, and there you will need a full audit, bias checks, and legal reviews. Now, for this, you can use tools like ChatGPT or Cloud to classify use cases and prompt-based workflows to flag higher risk ideas during intake forms, right? So that's how you can use risk scoring framework for AI. Then you need to have dashboard AI for AI compliance. You can set up an AI policy dashboard using Power BI or Tableau, where you have key parameters tracked like percentage of AI tools registered, percentage of teams using approved AI tools, violations flagged per month, every month, you know, training completion by department, and top prompts topics by team for oversight, right? So you could build such a dashboard of AI compliance, AI policy compliance. What are the sample tools that can help you govern AI? Let's take a look at them. You could use Credo AI to have AI to do AI policy management, risk classification, and impact assessment. You could use, as we were saying, Microsoft Purview earlier for data governance of AI use across Azure, Microsoft 365. Fiddler AI and YLab is good to monitor drift, bias, and explainability, and Power Automate to create approval and alert flows, and ChatGPT and Cloud for policy drafting, reviewing, employee Q&A, and bots. So these are some example tools that can help you govern AI. Let's summarize AI-driven policy implementation roadmap. So the first step would be to map all AI usage with telemetry tools using Purview and Power BI. The second step would be to draft policy with GenAI, and that can speed up and personalize creation. And third would be to classify use cases risks with tiered review with AI prompts. Fourth would be to monitor and alert on policy breaches, and there you can use DLP, Copilot data logs, SAIM. And the fifth would be to train users with AI generated content, and that can help you automate and personalize learning. And finally, measure and improve will be your last step, where you can use dashboards and feedback loop to measure and improve your policy implementation. So what do we do next now? So we having looked at how to implement clear policy usage for AI. We will now take a look at how to ensure fairness, transparency, and explainability in all AI decisions, and that we will do in the next lecture. So thank you so much for watching this first lecture on governance, ethics, and change management. I hope you're continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions, and do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that you need.